I didn't want to end on a bad note, so I'm feeling a little bit more joyful now. Uh, compassion is absolutely necessary, but it's impossible to do great things without joy as well. So that's why single-mindedness or meditation is praised. Sometimes you have to block out the compassion because if you're always drowning in compassion, it's impossible to help other people. So, uh, again, I'll try to smile here, but you know, I was looking at, I'm in fact listening right now to, I guess this is sort of like part seven out of six, which doesn't really make sense because it's over one, but sometimes impossible things are possible. So yeah, basically, if you search up this video, Stranger Show in Almaty, I don't know if that's how you say it. It's a city in Kazakhstan, uh, which is also not the correct uh, pronunciation. I mean, not the Kazakh way of pronouncing the country's name, but if you search up the title Stranger Show in Almaty, Part 3, dash, Dimash Kudaibergen, I think if you look at the story of one sky, uh, if you skip to that chapter, the story of one Requiem, the story of one life, it's absolutely mind-boggling the sufferings that humanity has experienced. That it's really impossible to imagine until you see it. I think this has a lot to do with ignorance and delusion that for me Shakyamuni, the universe or the Buddha or my God or the God really protects us from. But I and by the way Almaty is spelled Almaty. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. So Stranger Show in Almaty, Almaty, Part 3, dash Dimash Kudaibergen. Uh, Dimash is Dimash and Kudaibergen is Qudaibergen. He is very, Dimash is a very wonderful, wonderful, amazing singer. And yeah, uh, someone that he absolutely admire his a person who he is, or at least from what I know, the person who he is. He has an absolutely wonderful voice, and I think I'll just end, on the note that one day I hope I really look forward happily to the day that we will stop. And he actually Dimash says in we're choosing in Requiem the story of one sky. In that chapter he talks about like in the lyrics there's like the pipers. If you know what the story of the Pied Piper, it's basically uh, they're basically like a bunch of rats, I think, and then uh they basically like overwhelm a city, and then its people, and then they become so like terribly annoyed that I think the king of that city or the mayor is is like who can help clear away all these rats that are destroying these people's lives and causing them to be irritated daily. And basically the Pied Piper comes along and says I can do it. And well, of course the king would give the Pied Piper a reward, which I think in some versions of the story the king went back on, so did not give the Pied Piper a reward after the Pied Piper led all the rats away. He led them into a river and caused the rats to drown. With his music, he led them all away to a river, and obviously, yeah. I don't really think that's good necessarily that the rats were killed, but yeah, this is how it is in some versions of the story, and basically, I think Dimash here is saying that the like following along the Piper no more is like we humans are like the rats, and then we're being led to our death, and then the leaders are here and there are doing or making bad decisions, but I think the Pied Piper also I think the rats in this case can also refer to animals. So one day I look forward to, I look forward to that day that will come certainly when um, all animals are free to roam about, where there's no forced mating, there's no, uh, they aren't like restricted and very confined in very small spaces where they have to peck each other to death, and there's disease, among the animals because they're just in such close proximity. It's impossible to not get sick. And then, really where like animals are treated with equal respect as humans. And when all animals are free, all people are happy and free. There's no more war. There's no more, you know, country borders. People live with their doors unlocked, with their doors open, even during the night. And then, okay, maybe that could be a little much, but you get the point. One day when literally a utopia comes about, which is certainly possible and it will happen, um, I really look forward happily to that day. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So when everyone is one, when all of reality is harmonized, and there's no one part of reality harming another part of reality, like one my left arm trying to cut off my right arm, nothing of that sort, because yeah, we're inside everything and everything is within us. So when any being experiences suffering, no matter what that echo, no matter how small that echoes through uh, the passages of time and space, and of course even into our own bodies and minds. So yes, I really happily look forward to that day, which will certainly come one day. And yeah, let me just end on this more positive note. Thank you for listening.